700 trivia time shows. Laughs, games, puzzles galore. 700, hear the crowd roar. Trivia time, 700 show. With your old pal Bob. Hip, hip, hooray!
Are you ready? It's show 700. Trivia time with Bob Caro. Let's go! Lights up bright, feel the buzz in the air. Pants in your hands, competition everywhere. From question 1 to the final bell, we got stories only trivia can tell. 700 nights, can you believe? Every fact and trick up our sleeve. From history, sports to movies and art, it's brain power battles from the very start. Hey, it's trivia time with Bob Caro. 700 shows and we're still full throttle. Raise your voice, let the whole room know. This is the 700th show. From the first right guess to the final score, we've come together for so much more. Clap it up, let the spotlight roll. Trivia time, 700 strong. New faces, old pros too. Every single one of you made this more than just a game. 700 nights of trivia fame. Hey, it's trivia time with Bob Caro. 700 shows, hear us roar. Hands up high, let the crowd explode. 700 on the trivia road. Bob Caro in control. Trivia time, heart and soul. 700 strong and we're not done. Let's bring on the
In a world of trivia, only one man can bring you Facebook's happiest hour. Faster than a speeding turtle. More powerful than garlic. Able to leap through hula hoops. The man, the myth, the legend. Bob Carroll.
Goodness sake. Man. Wait a minute, I gotta toot my own horn a second. Toot toot.
It's Dale and Paula's Las Vegas Inside and Out.
And I'm glad everybody's here. You know, I should quit every week. Well, I certainly have. I quit at the 500 show. I quit at the 600 show. And now I'm quitting at the 700 show. But I want to tell you, I looked up the records of this. You know, the TV shows that have been on, some of them have been on 15,000 episodes, like the General Hospital, Guiding Light, Days of Our Lives. Some of them started way back when it was on radio. That's true. And game shows, Jeopardy had 9,000, Wheel has 8,000 plus, Price is Right with over 10,000, Captain Kangaroo had 6,090, and The Price is Right, they had a daytime show, of course, and they had the nighttime show, and then, of course, they went into syndication for a while. So that's how they get there. I have to go into syndication. I got to get to HBO to book me. That's what it is. There we go. And then Simpsons had 800. Still have 800 plus episodes. That is the longest running show that's on right now in prime time. The Simpsons, 800 episodes. Tonight Show, they were on for 70 years. I can't believe that show's been on for 70 years. Today Show too, but they have 2-3 hours segments. You know, they stay on forever. Tonight Show has over 15,000. With Jack Parr, Steve Allen, Johnny Carson, Jay Leno, Jimmy Fallon, Conan O'Brien. Conan O'Brien only had 145 episodes, so I don't know if we can count that or not. But I am going to tell you one thing. I made it. I made it to 700 shows. That's right, because Leave It to Beaver, they only had 234 episodes. Dick Van Dyke had 158, and I Love Lucy had 180. That comes up to 572. So, ladies and gentlemen, guess what? I beat them all. Oh, yeah, Gunsmoke had 623. I had to look all that stuff up. My brain is just hurting. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I don't know how long was Jackie Gleason's game show. How long was BS or no BS on with what's his name? Howie Mandel. Bozo. Yeah, I'm not going to, you look it up. Wow, we got a big group here today. Who's here? Don Nielsen's here. Gary Levinson, Don Nielsen, Christine Taylor. Who else? Terry Morgan. And let's see. Oh, we got such a great show for you today. I hope I get to see it. Rich Gilbert's here. And Don Cogliano. Gary Levinson and Jeffrey Allen. And we got a few more people who are stragglers. They come in. We get stragglers on this show. Anyway, let's get on with it. I got so many things to talk about and do on this show. And, I still got, this is very, very rare, very rare. This is the antique. Stephen Banning walked in. You can't even see it, but it's the BCN pencil. It's the original pencil that Dan and Patty got us. I think that the BCN pencil. It's right there. You can't see it, but that's what it is. It's the final one. The final one. I'm going to keep that as a keepsake. I don't want to get that out of here. So hello to Jennifer. Hello to Stephen Banning. And I want to thank you for all the nice comments and things that you've messaged me and said on the internet, on Facebook. It's a hard thing to do this show every single week because I'm coming up with new stuff and all the things we had here. Trent's coming up. I just saw Trent walk in. You're coming up with new stuff and new games and everything. And, let me think here. Oh, let me turn the music down because I feel something's coming up. Like I didn't plan it. Oh, let's see. Well, I started this show way back on Dan Sclair's birthday, and it was March 18th. March 18th, I remember it well. 2020, during COVID. I think it was the first, I'm acting right now, so first part of COVID, yes, and oh, no. Look, it's a dream sequence. Oh, see, I believe it. A dream sequence. Join us here. We're having music trivia questions. Welcome to Burbank. This is your old pal Bob here. And today we're going to do a music trivia game. We're going to give out a prize for the winner. We're just going to wait and see if anybody joins us here today. All right, first question, first person who chimes in with the right answer. This is a question about Neil Diamond. Neil Diamond, ladies and gentlemen. Neil Diamond question. All right, what was Neil Diamond's first top 10 single hit? If Tony Porter's got it, Cherry. That's one for Tony. All right. Neil Sedaka, Fran, you got the answer right. Flynn, ladies and gentlemen, has won the contest. Love you all. Thanks for stopping in. Until next time. Who knows? We'll do it later. Bye, everybody. Seems like just yesterday that I did this show. Wow. But now it isn't. It's 6 years. Man, I had to practice that dream sequence. That was tough. I want to thank our good sponsors, Jackie and Peter Monacup. They are wonderful people. I'm glad they got in on our big trivia show. MagicTricks.com. They are fantastic people. If you ever order for them, tell them I said hi, okay? We are Magic Tricks.
It's Dale and Paula's Las Vegas inside and
out. Here for a long time, and I was Dan Cogliano and Rich Gilbert and so many wonderful people. Dan Hickman. We all love your show. Thank you very much, Dan Hickman. Dan Hickman, that's B.J. Hickman's relatives, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to give them a round of applause as soon as I can find my applause button. But yeah, and I remember Dan helped me a lot, and we had so much fun coming out here, and that today is his birthday, and I'm thinking about him. We do miss him truly. And he came here, and he always was helpful, and he gave us also things, I still have the hat. I don't know whatever happened to Debbie's. It got lost in the shovel. And it's hard to show on the green screen, but it's a Burger King hat that he bedazzled for me. My granddaughter wants to bedazzle things around our house. But it's my favorite hat, and it's got a little wear to it. couple of bends. It's not ripped. It's been around forever. But I want to show you something from Dan. He gave us from the 200 show. And he gave us something for the 400 show too. But this is my good buddy Dan, who sent us something for the 200 show.
Hey Bob, I was looking through some newspaper clippings that I've saved about you. Here's one from March 19th, 2020. Bob Carroll's Trivia Network starts today on Facebook. It draws fans from around the world, but mostly from New York and New England. Here's one from September 2019. Comedian Bob Carroll publishes a book, My Favorite Jokes, one of my favorites. Here's one from June 27th, 2020. The BCN airs its 100th show today. That was remarkable. Here's one, no date on it. Wife of 46 years, Debbie Carroll joins the BCN network as co-writer and producer. And one more here. BCN threatened with shutdown, but still going strong today. And here's today's top story. Congratulations, Bob, on your 200th show.
Trivia time, shout it out loud. 700 deep, we're a know-it-all crowd. Bob Carroll's crown, always on that throne. Trivia time, where the smart feel at home.
Dan wants to know how many gift codes, $5 gift codes were awarded. Thousands. 6 of those were used. There we. But you know, I talked to Jackie about it. She said, I don't care. You use them or not. She said, we're just glad that we could help support Trivia Time. And then, plus they said it keeps me off the streets, which is where Debbie wants to be. Why don't you go out in the street and play? What are you talking about? Don't wear your glasses, Bob. Anyway, you know, we had so many shows on. I got all this script here. We had so many shows and so many games. And some of the games have been very successful. A couple of them have not been. The secret word was on for half a show. That's how... The secret word. We had a secret word. I wasn't going to tell you what the word was, but the duck was going to come down just like Groucho's show. And when you got the secret word, you won a prize. Yeah, no, but there's always somebody who tried to take advantage of that. And I said you had to say the secret word during the show. And Robert Hale was just spitting out words left and right. And yes, and Word Box. Word Box I thought was a fantastic game. You know, Word Box was one of my favorites because I said, oh, it's just a words in a box and you just got to figure it out. But a lot of people didn't like that. In fact, it went down the tubes just like that. And exactly. But those weren't all the games. We had some games that were rejected that Debbie and I put together. And yes, we have rejected games. Here they are, ladies and gentlemen, games that we did not put on.
From the home office in Burbank, California, the top 10 rejected trivia show games. Number 10. Are you smarter than a politician?
Exactly.
Number 9. Sexy or creepy? Number 8. Do you trust your mailman? Number 7. The Wheel of Diseases. Number 6. Killer cereals? or serial killers? Number 5. What's in my shorts?
Oh,
Number 4. Would you eat that? Number 3. Pin the tail on Bob Eubanks. Number 2. Amnesia or just plain drunk. And the number 1 top 10 rejected trivia show game. A game about body parts called You Got Some Spleening to Do.
rejected. They're all rejected. Take it, Dave.
We're going to do a commercial, folks. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned for more right after this.
This portion of the show is being brought to you by Ed's Nudist Colony and Swap Meet, where not only can you take your clothes off, but you can sell them too. To get to Ed's Nudist Colony and Swap Meet, just follow the signs until you see a whole bunch of naked people standing around bickering over prices.
Wow. Crazy. Oh, I just saw somebody walk in. Hold on. Yes. There you go. That was crazy, ladies and gentlemen. That was rejected things we don't put on. Hey, look who just come in. It's Mr. Green Screen. That, ladies and gentlemen, it's Dale and Paul McKenzie. That's right. Now coming up, I'm so glad they're here. Is Mr. Green Screen. They have a fantastic show called Las Vegas Inside and Out, or Outside and In, and we'll get to that in a second. But you know what's coming up? I want to tell you what's going to go up. People say, "Hey, how did this show get started?" Just like the Brady Bunch. We'll handle that. Then Trent's going to come on and do some magic. The man is not in his right mind. I just want you to know, when you watch it, you go, what's with that? But it's really a good trick. And who else? Robert and Jill, they're going to do a little segment from, I think, our 500 show. That's right. And then what else we have? We have Michael Mirth coming up. We have Dan Harlan. We have Rich Gilbert. We have Jonas King, Mrs. Cavendish. Wow, Jeffrey Allen, Tom Gentile, and something else from Jonas. But you know, I'm going to start it just like Dale and Paula would do it. Now Dale gets on the microphone and gets there and he sits up straight and he stands behind the green screen, looks like he's outdoors, and he goes, how does that go? I think it'd be better if Dale did it.
Because this adventure starts right
It's
now.
Dale and Paula's Las Vegas Inside and Out.
Yeehaw!
It's Dale and Paula's Las Vegas Inside and Out.
What a plug! What a
Here's
plug!
the story of a man named Bob Carroll, who was bringing folks together just for fun. Every Sunday he would host a little quiz show where the trivia maniacs would run. All the people, they were logging on to Facebook with their coffee and their brains all set to play. And they'd battle for the glory and the laughter, guessing answers every way. Then one Sunday when the questions all got tricky,
what the heck?
Bob just smiled and gave a knowing grin that this hour is the best one on all Facebook, where the laughs and fun begin. Now we're cheering for Bob Carroll and his milestone, 700 shows, oh what a ride. Through the fun, the facts and all the friendship, the maniacs are bursting with pride.
The Trivia Maniacs. The Trivia Maniacs.
That's the way we all became the Trivia Maniacs.
The Trivia Maniacs. The Trivia Maniacs.
That's the way we all became the Trivia Maniacs.
Here.
Sing it!
Congratulations, Bob.
Thank you.
700 shows and still the best hour on Facebook. Trivia Maniacs! The Trivia Maniacs! The Trivia Maniacs!
That's the way we all became the Trivia Maniacs.
The Trivia Maniacs! The Trivia Maniacs!
That's the way we all became the Trivia Maniacs.
One more time. That's the way we all became the Trivia Maniacs. Congratulations, Bob. 700 shows and still the best hour on Facebook.
I'm Albatross the Unnecessary. Welcome to another in our series of Junior Inquisition training sessions with visual aids. Chapter 13, Let's Twist Again. The Ace of Diamonds represents a very effective means of persuasion, whereas the Queen of Diamonds, a somewhat confused member of the community, has been accused of heresy. Imagine bathing in the middle of the year. I play the part of my master. He's Grand Inquisitor numero uno, the Odorous. Now the device is prepared behind the victim's back, thereby increasing witless anxiety. My master begins the inquisition. Do you confess your crime? No? Great. Perhaps this will loosen your tongue. Now, actually, the victim's tongue has been prematurely removed so as not to distract from the merriment of the moment, you see. My master has a quirky sense of humor. Now, you might think that the victim is inserted in the device. No, the device is inserted into the victim. Much more painful, and it's pressed against the very spine. Now, on good days, you can get them to turn around. But on really good days, you can get them to turn in. Side. Out. Oh, wait. Not only that, you can get them to turn out. Side. In. Oh, wait. This is even better. Now, not only that, you get them so confused and bewildered that they end up facing half one way and half the other. Now, a quick snap of the spine. Oh, this is my favorite part. You can actually hear the bones breaking. So look, one half of the heretic is facing inside out, the other outside in. And that's how we discover truth in the Middle Ages. I think he's having issues at home.
Trivia time, shout it out loud. 700 deep, we're a know-it-all crowd. Bob Carroll the smart feel at home.
So Jill and I are here to celebrate Bob's 500th show. What an incredible achievement, huh?
I've enjoyed every moment of it.
That's great. Yeah, we enjoy watching it before dinner, after dinner, during dinner.
With a glass of wine.
Exactly. And Jill has her favorite segments. I have my favorite segments. She likes word puzzles the best.
Yeah, I do.
She doesn't like definitions, though. So I thought we would do a little magic in honor of Bob's 500th show.
Okay.
So I'm going to hang on to this one. Remember that. We'll get to it later. And then if you'll hang on to these other handkerchiefs. We've got all the colors of the rainbow here because that's how Bob's show is. It covers everything. So, perfect. Now what we're going to do is I have some trivia questions.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and the answers are the colors.
Oh, okay.
So, like, what color is the new black? It's
Blue.
also a juice.
Orange.
Orange. Orange is the new black. And how are we going to feel when trivia time is no more?
Oh, that I know. Blue.
Exactly. Blue. And how are we going to feel when Bob has all this free time now that he's not doing trivia time?
Green with envy.
Green with envy is exactly right, except Deb will probably come up with some projects for him now that he has all his free time. And you know what? Whenever Bob comes on the show, the first thing he says is,
What?
Yellow. And why does Bob throw away the paper after all the questions have been done?
So he remembers which ones he did.
No, because they've all been read. And what's the most regal color?
Purple.
Purple, because that is for Bob Carroll, the king of trivia. Right?
Well done.
Now, Bob, you know that you've had this show for over 2 years now, and it's just incredible. And it's not just trivia questions. It's all of the things that go into it that surround the trivia questions. The intros, the outros. The great outlet of creativity for you and for lots of your friends. We got Mrs. C, Ed's Jokes, Where's Jonas. It just goes on and on. And we all have our favorite segments, but we have our favorite songs that goes with those segments. And you help us poke fun at ourselves because you do a great job doing it for you too. And Deb, thank you for all the time that you've given up with Bob to help us out. You know, it's sound effects to what the hex. We love the whole show. And you know, it's more than just an hour's entertainment as it started out. Now, we have friends across the country, some of whom we met, some of whom we may never meet, but we have a connection there. So you've built not just an hour of fun, you've built a community across the country. So thanks for that. There was one more handkerchief we had.
The one in your pocket.
Oh yeah, that's the one I had because Bob's show is on fire.
Well done.
It's the hottest hour on Facebook. And can you remember what the first handkerchief was to go in?
Orange.
No. How about the last one?
It was regal. Purple.
If I would just pull one out, oh no, see, there's one that was
Orange.
red, or maybe orange. It looks red to me. This one looks like orange down here to me.
Oh yeah, that's
Oh
red
no, they
and
both
orange.
look kind of the same. Wait a second. Oh, wait a minute. Can we hang on to that? Pull this all the way through. I tell you, let go of your end. We'll pull this all the way through. Bob, you see, it really comes to fruition. You've built a huge, incredible community, a great program. It all hangs together. And see, nothing left inside. See, Joe? Except we know that 500 shows is magic. Thank you for everything.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
You made it, Bob. We made it too.
700 shows, congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Here's to the king of trivia, the trivia king, Bob Carroll. 700 shows on Facebook.
Right.
And only 45 with your microphone on.
Okay, come on now, that's crazy. Thank you, everybody who helped participate in that little segment. I can see that Trent is not playing with a full deck, but that's the way we love him. The good old Trent. He helped me with a lot of these jingles and promos and things all through the years, and I can't believe we made it through 6 years. This is 6 years. You're right. But it was going on tomorrow, starting year 7, and we started March 18th, 2020, with just a trivia book in my hand that I found in my bookcase, and that was it. We did about 25 minutes with 5 questions. We do that now. There you go. You know what I'm not used to? Not writing your answers down. But that's all. We'll get through with it. All right. So coming up next, I have a great bunch of trivia maniacs. Yes, all hail Bob Hale. There you go. You did it. There you go. And what else? Oh, so a great bunch of trivia people. Kitty Casey and Just Mike were here, and they've been here a long time. And Stephen Banning, the professor from Peoria, who's going to take me on a whirlwind trip through Peoria if I ever come there and look at all the hot spots. Probably take me to Kentucky Fried Chicken. And Rob Allen, of course, the magician, our magician friend. I've known him since days of Gaslight Village, way back in 1970s. And he's going to give us something. Terry Morgan is going to do a great card trick. And then we're going to hear from other trivia maniacs who were at the Northeast Magic Convention just a couple of weeks ago, and Rich was able to film them. So here they go. Here we are. Are you ready? I'm ready. Let's do it. And Just Mike's playing the part of Mrs. Cavendish.
Hi, Bob. We just want to wish you congratulations on your 700th show. And in honor of your Guinness World Records application, Just Mike is enjoying a Guinness beer in a Lake George Gaslight Village mug that we purchased and used many decades ago. We truly enjoy your show, and you and Debbie keep up the great work. Thanks so much, and hello to all the trivia maniacs out there.
Media and his work here at Bradley is Dr. Stephen Banning. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you for inviting me.
Of course. You teach several courses here in the communications department, including law and ethics. What first drew you to teaching these subjects?
Well, there were things I actually worked in. And so when I was 18, one of my first jobs was in radio. And I also worked in public relations and also as a journalist for a number of years and got to meet.
A little known fact is that you like to take breaks during class to exercise your magician skills. Could you tell us a little bit more about this talent?
Yeah, well, I do brain breaks, because when we're talking about things that are kind of heavy, sometimes the research shows it's good to take a little bit break, so we take 90 seconds to do something. So I did bring this looks like a sponge ball here. This is actually an apple without calories.
Oh, really?
Actually
okay.
But I'm going to take it. I have it in my right hand. I'm going to take it and place it into my left hand here, and I'm going to make a jump from my left hand into my pocket. Okay, now watch. It snap my hand. It disappears, and here it is in my pocket, right where I said it would be. Now, I know what you're saying. That's fine for the kids, but what do you have for us? So I'm going to try it one more time, and I watch very carefully. I'm going to place it into my hand like that. And I guess I need bigger thumbs for this trick. Actually, this isn't the hand with the red ball. This is the hand, see, with the red a square. This is the hand with the black ball. And the red ball is right where I said it would be, in my pocket. And that's what we call a brain break.
Oh,
Hey, Bob, it's me, Rob, and I'm here with little Noogie. Noogie? Yeah, I am Oogie's twin brother. Now, Oogie, boys and girls, and people out there in Trivia Land, happen to be Floyd Vivino's puppet friend. And all of us worked at Gaslight Village at the same time. There was Floyd and Oogie, there was Bob and Ted, and there was me and little Noogie. Yeah, we all worked together. We had a great time. We did, and I'm wearing my original straw hat that I got at Gaslight Village back in 1971. The employees could buy these. It was a real straw hat, still is, and we could get them for $4. You could buy a real straw hat. So I got one, I know Bob got one, and Floyd had one too. Boy, we had a great time, didn't we? Yeah, we did. And I do miss Uncle Floyd, and I do miss Oogie as well, my old twin brother. Well, I hope he's doing well wherever he is. Oh, I hope so too. Well, Bob, we want to wish you, both me and Noogie want to wish you congratulations on your 700th show. Yeah, trivia time with Bob Carroll. Thanks, Bob, for all the fun. Thank you, Bob. Congratulations.
It's time now for my 2 cents worth with Michael Murphy.
Hello, friends. You know, if you ever have an irresistible urge to run around naked, just spray yourself with Windex. It prevents streaking. Today's thought I'd like to share with you is that there are 2 really important rules. Number 1, never give out all of the information. When life shuts a door, open it again. It's just a door. Today's thought, you can't make everyone happy. After all, you're not a jar of Nutella. One time, I thought I was on a roll. Turned out I just had butter on my pants. You know, life is too short to be serious all the time. If you can't laugh at yourself, call me up and I'll laugh at you. You know, if you carry anything like this, I would say add a message to the back. Like, you can do this. A bit of affirmation. And that way, you'll always have some encouragement. You know, I was at the nutrition store, and the man behind the desk threw a bottle of omega-3 at me, and it cut me. But luckily, my injuries were only super fish oil. You know, someone once said to me, "Who died and made you king?" Well, I laughed so hard I nearly fell off my iron throne.
And that's my 2 cents worth with Michael Murphy. Join us next time.
My name is Terry Morgan, and I'm a magician. But unlike other magicians, I don't gamble, and I'm going to show you why. When I was growing up, and I was just a little kid, I attended the Dutchess County Fair in Rhinebeck, New York. And as I was walking up and down the Carnival Midway, I saw a very distinguished-looking gentleman gathering a crowd. And once he had them crowd, he pulled out 4 playing cards. Well, this got my attention, so I went over to watch. And he said, "I have 4 kings. I have the King of Clubs, the King of Hearts, the King of Spades, and the King of Diamonds. And if you can tell me where the King of Spades is, you can win some money." Well, I thought this was a pretty good idea. Of course, I was just a little kid and I didn't have any money, but I figured I'd watch and see what happened. So what happened was he took the cards and he counted them. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And he asked, where is the king of spades? Well, everybody said, well, it was second from the bottom, so now it must be second from the top. So they all laid their money down on the table. And he says, no, I'm sorry. The king of spades is on the bottom. King of spades is right here. So he picked up their money, and he said, I'll give you another chance. So he counted again. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And he says, I've just brought the card that was on the bottom to the top. And he puts it down on the table. And he says, where's the king of spades? If you think the king of spades is here, put your money down. Everybody put their money down. Unfortunately, when he revealed it, it was only the king of clubs. The king of spades was still on the deck. Okay? Now, he says, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the king of spades right here. Okay, so now it's the only face-up card is the king of spades. We have 1, 2, 3, and 4. So he said, I want to, if you think the king of spades is face up, I want you to put some money on the table. They all put their money on the table. And then when he counted the cards, the only one that was face up was the king of hearts. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. He said, if you are willing to bet that these cards are all face down, put some money on the table. And they all put their money on the table. And then he goes, sorry. And he spread the cards, and the king of spades was face up, just as it had been before. He then took that king of spades and said, by the way, I don't know if you noticed or not, but this king of spades is marked. And he turned over the cards and showed that it had a red back. He says, not only does it have a red back, he says, but it also has a big hole running right through the middle of the card. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why I don't gamble. And if you don't gamble, okay, you'll never get into a hole. Bob, congratulations on your 700th show. I hope you enjoyed the trip.
know, people ask me, why have I done this show for so long? Well, that was the reason. That's the reason, because I've met so many wonderful people all the way along from the beginning of the show all the way till today. And I get to be friends with these people, even though some of us were so far apart we might not meet. But Robert and Jill have come out to see us in California. Rich Gilbert has, Dan has, Jonas has been here, Jeffrey Allen stopped in, and all these other wonderful people around the country. We thank them very much. You know, we have a very small following. And here's how it works. There's Michael Mirth in California. There's Don Nielsen in Oregon. And then we skip over to Stephen Banning and Jennifer Banning in Peoria. And then we skip the entire United States from Peoria all the way to New York, Massachusetts, Connecticut, and then we have those people over there. We thank them very much. From Central New York, my sister came in a couple times from Johnstown. We have Rich Gilbert. We have so many people. I'll name them right here at the end of the show. But I want to thank everybody for coming in. We really appreciate it. Coming up next, we have Jeffrey Allen, who's a magician who travels all over the United States and performs and goes sees other magicians. And it's the riches of friendships. That's what I feel we've had on this show. And let's see who else is going to be coming up. Tom Gentile. Now, Tom Gentile is a great human being, because not only does he give us a lot of laughs and fun on the show, but he also is a good poet. I mean, you watch him, and I don't know how he put it together. And he did say he took 24 takes, but I only got one take to do this show live, and that's it. And I'm glad. And that's the other thing, too. You know, Facebook, sometimes they take you off for some stupid little thing. But I appreciate them letting me get up to 700 shows. We almost didn't make it, because show 696, they took the sound right out of it. And they don't tell you why. They just said copyright infringement. For which one? Here's Jeffrey Allen and Jonas Kane and Tom Gentile. You know, we're going to run over on this show. I don't care.
Hello everyone, it's Jeffrey Allen. It's trivia time. Wait, with Bob Carroll. Place it into this hat. Trivia time. 700 episodes. Congratulations, Bob. And you too, Debbie.
Hey, thank you very much, Jeffrey Allen. Yeah, I forgot Clinton Combs. He's over on the other side of California. He's in the rich section.
$700. No backdrop, nothing but kind words. I summons and welcome all trivia maniacs who have come here to enjoy this fine historic day. Please stay in your seat. I think I have something very important to say. Now that trivia time has gone to show 700, people are still wanting more. There are so many features that have grown from the original dream and even a snore. Bob's definitions, concentration is what the heck. Word puzzles and remembering many a song really doesn't make it seem like the fastest hour on Facebook is all that long. It is truly amazing the fun in that hour, the relaxation, the rejuvenation, the feeling of knowledge and power. Bob has helped us through many moments beyond the blasted pandemic curse. Yes, one could have been home practicing a move, reading a book, or even rehearse. All of his research and his writing, sharpening and shortening his pencil all the time, giving away those points. His sponsor, MagicTrick.com, has saved many more than a dime. We're not upset that the points don't matter. Bob is very generous, even to those who answer in the latter. Eddie Gardner and Joe Lantieri's jokes were told by Bob in the Hat. Michael Mirth also had additional thoughts about this or that. Paul Zook, Michelle Curry, Kathy McDermott, and Rich Gilbert's dishes. Sometimes even Darcy showed up to have her brother's good wishes. Michael Walt, Stephen Banning, Jonas Kane is located. Don Nielsen, Gary Levinston, Robert and Jill Hale, Dave Daly, Terry Morgan, Karen Gibson, and Randy also have stopped in on many a session. At the beginning, Dan Sclair and Patty would come in as a team. Always a smile as she would watch Dan dream. To the many who have stopped by to give Bob their best, Jeffrey Allen, Christine Taylor, Kitty Casey, visits by Misty Lee, Tim Wink, Fielding West. We are all in this together. Bob and Debbie, you were away, but not alone. We even had Uncle Floyd's jokes to help slap one's funny bone. Let's not forget Bob's neighbor, Mrs. Cavendish, and that pizza salad is considered so delish. But many have chose to break up their day with BCN Network and let Bob have his say. It's a different feeling without Bob in your day. But we're all together here as he hits 700, and many are shouting hooray. I must say in the beginning, I had hoped there wouldn't be a long gig, but Guinness Book of World Records should recognize BCN Network and Trivia Time has hit it long and hit it big. 'Tis nice to be important, but more important to be nice. Congratulations, Bob and Debbie, on 350 twice. If I missed anyone, it was not deliberate. Love you all.
Thanks, Tom. Here's Jonas Kane.
Hi folks, Jonas Kane here for a special edition of Trivia Time with Bob Carroll, here for a segment I like to call Math Puzzles. Here's our first puzzle. How many squares are on this grid? We'll put 10 seconds on the clock, starting now. 5-second warning. And time is up, trivia fans. If you said 16, well, let's take a look at the board and see. When you add up all the squares individually, yes, they do equal 16. But you can also take 2 by 2 squares together to make a square. We can do that a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times. Added to 16, that's a total of 25. But wait, there's more. You can take a 3 by 3 segment to make a square. We can do that 1, 2, 3, and 4 times. Added to 25, that brings the total to 29. But wait, there's more. You can take all the squares together to make one big square. Added to 29, that brings our total up to 30. If you said 30, well, by golly, you won this first round of Math Puzzles. Here's our next puzzle. We're going to use the same grid, but instead of just using the grid, we're also going to use numbers. Your question, trivia fans, is what do these numbers all have in common? 10 seconds on the clock, starting now. 5-second warning. And time is up, trivia fans. We're going to start with the rows at the top. When you add up all the rows, they all equal 700. The same things works with all the columns. They all equal 700. Everyone say, whoa. Same thing works with the diagonals. You start at one end, work your way down. That equals 700. The other way works the same way. But remember those 2 by 2 squares? You can add up the numbers in those squares to get 700. The ones next to those, add up those, 700. There's another 700. That's another 700. 700 there, 700 here, 700 here, there, and by golly, I think 700 is everywhere. And that really is true, because just when you think you couldn't possibly have any more, let's take a look at the 4 corners. You add up those together, you guessed it, you equal 700. No matter how you look at this board, that is 700 episodes of Trivia Time with Bob Carroll. Congratulations, Bob. I'll see you in the funny papers.
I'm in the funny papers. That's crazy. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. That's. Oh wow. You know, this is why I do this. Wonderful people like this put something together, and I know that's not easy. Believe me, some of the things I put together where I'm dancing and all these different squares and all of that goes on. And you just to make a 10-second jingle sometimes takes me 20, 30 minutes. But I'm getting better at it, that's right. But it was a great trick, and I want to thank all the people who have helped us out. Well, we're going to go on till the show's over, but we got more people coming in that I didn't even realize. But I hope you know who's not here that I don't see is Marjorie Barr. Marjorie Barr has been here for a long, long time, and I'm sorry that she's missing the show. If maybe she'll watch it in reruns, but I do want to thank her very much because she brightened our day coming in here and making us laugh and enjoying the show. She is a wonderful lady, and I want to thank her very much for coming in too, along with everybody else, of course. You know, we've had Patty Sclair and Rich Gilbert, Ed Gardner, Tom Gentile, Gary Levinson, Terry Morgan, Michael Mertz, Stephen Banning, Dan Cogliano, Marjorie Barr, Marlon Clark, Kitty Casey, Christine Taylor, Dave Daly, Jeffrey Allen, Robert Hale, Clinton Combs, and who else? Michael Wald, Jonas Kane, Karen Gibson, Dale and Paula, Don Nielsen, Gary LeBee, and Kim Reale. And, of course, my sister Darcy came in once in a while. And right now, we got more for you. We got Mrs. Cavendish coming around the corner, kind of ending things for us in a few minutes. But Dan Harlan's going to do a nice magic trick for us. Rich Gilbert's going to do an illusion. And then what? Jonas Kane is going to tell us some more very important things. I always told him that I really liked what he said about the show, so we're going to show you that. And then Mrs. Cavendish is coming on. Oh my gosh, it's just crazy.
Let me tell you a story. When I was very young, something magical happened to me. My parents let me stay up late. Well, that wasn't the most magical thing that ever happened to me, but I was so young at the time that I was pretty impressed by it. And I remember that my mother and I were sitting on the back porch of my family's house, and the full moon was just rising up over the horizon. And my mom told me that the moon and the stars and all of the planets have magical properties. And I still believe that to this day. And using this napkin, I'm going to make a picture of the full moon. But to make it more interesting for you and a bit more challenging for me, I'm going to try to do it with one tear. A single tear to make a perfect circle. Now, I'm not going to finish tearing. Instead, I'd like you to see that the piece is still connected. The center of the napkin, which I want you to watch very closely as I take it out. I'm going to leave that center right here, so don't take your eyes off of it. But let's check to see how well I've done to see if I've made a picture of the full moon with that single tear. Oh yeah, well, that's a pretty good circle with one tear. You see the man in the moon? That's me. I know it's a silly joke, but I just thought I'd lighten the mood a little bit. Now, as I said, the moon was rising up over the horizon, but I turned to the right and there was the first star just kind of twinkling into view. And I asked my mom if all the stars have magical properties, well, what about that first star? And she told me it's the most magical of all. If you make a wish on it, your wish comes true. And she taught me a poem. You might be familiar with it. Starlight, star bright, first star I see tonight. I wish I may, I wish I might. Have this wish I wish tonight. And I wished that I could do magic. And my wish came true. But you know, there's something that I should have wished for. And I was so young at the time, it didn't occur to me. But let's take a look at this circle, and I'll show you what I should have wished for. You see, I should have wished to be just like that star. Because then I could have whatever I wished. And I could also give people whatever they wished. And I've made this star just for you. So you may have whatever you wish, within reason.
My good friend Rich Gilbert, ladies and gentlemen.
Trivia time, shout it out loud. 700 deep, we're a know-it-all crowd. Bob Carroll's crown, always on that throne. Trivia time. Trivia time.
Ladies and gentlemen, in honor of Trivia Time's 700th show, magician Rich Gilbert will attempt to recreate one of magic's most historic illusions, the vanishing elephant. An illusion first performed by Harry Houdini in 1918 at the New York Hippodrome. Later performed by Doug Henning in his magic show and on television. The Vanishing Elephant was also performed by Siegfried and Roy in their stage show they perform nightly at the Mirage in Las Vegas. Ladies and gentlemen, Rich Gilbert.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you heard correct. Tonight, I will attempt to vanish an elephant. In miniature size. You didn't expect me to actually vanish a full-size elephant, did you? I can't afford a full-size elephant. You know how much those things eat? Although I do hear they work for peanuts. Really? I mean, how do you expect me to practice with a full-size elephant in the house? I can't. So I figured I'd do the next best thing. Miniature size. So I'm going to use this little miniature elephant. This is Ella, the elephant. It's original. Ella worked for the circus, but she always wanted to get into magic and do some magic tricks. So I said, yeah, Ella, let's do a magic trick together. So I'm going to build a little stage for Ella, and she's going to stand on the stage, and I'll place a couple cards covering Ella. So Ella can't go down, she can't go up. I'll place a card in the back, and lastly, I'll place a card in the front. Right there, right in the front. So Ella can't go down, she can't go up, she can't go back, she can't go forward. All we do is wait 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Snap my fingers, and Ella has vanished. Well, you see, elephants just don't vanish into thin air. They have to go from one place to another. And Ella actually is over here in the peanut stand. Right there. And there is my friend Ella. Thank you. And also, once again, I would like to congratulate Bob and Deb on 700 trivia shows. That's incredible. And thank you for all of the hard work that you put into it every day. We're all so grateful. Thank you.
I've been studying positive psychology for over 12 years. And in my research, I've discovered that the most positive and most happiest people are those who are resilient. People who are able to face and overcome challenges. And the most resilient people of all are those who have meaningful relationships with others. Hi, I'm Jonas Kane, star of Where in the World is Jonas Kane? And I'm here today to talk to you about Trivia Time with Bob Carroll. Specifically, what Trivia Time with Bob Carroll has done for tens of people all over the United States. People just like you and me. Bob has created a platform to bring people together, to laugh and to smile, even while being apart. We may have come for the useless trivia, but we certainly didn't stay for the points, because the points don't matter. But we stayed because of Bob, because of Debbie, because of Mrs. Cavendish, Michael Mirth's 2 cents worth, Lillian Gish, Bob Eubanks, and all the other cast of characters that have graced the stage and with all these inside jokes for 500 episodes. I know for me that in over the past 2 years that this show has been on, what I'm walking away with and what I most gain from it, it's those relationships that have helped you and me to be more resilient, to face the challenges that we faced over these past 2 years. There's a lot of truth to this idea that the most resilient people of all are those who have meaningful relationships. And those who have meaningful relationships, those are the happiest and most positive people of all. And for that, I'd like to raise a mug to Bob Carroll. Thank you for all that you do, certainly for all that you are. Here's to you, Bob. See you in the Funny Papers.
And thank you very much for coming in to Trivia Time, show 700 with your old pal Bob.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Dozen.
Dozen who?
Doesn't matter, just let me in. Hello, Bobby, my old buddy.
Hello.
700 shows, unbelievable.
It is, isn't it? Yeah.
Well, it's good to see you.
Yeah, what's going down?
What's going down?
Yeah.
My boobs, that's what's going down.
Haven't seen you in a long time. What's been going on?
Well, I haven't been in because I've been busy trying to date again.
Really? How's that going?
Well, my love life is like a garage sale.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of lookers and nobody's buying.
Maybe you should try to put an app on your phone.
Bob, at my age, I don't need a dating app.
Really?
I just hang around the pharmacy.
Oh, gosh.
No, I don't need a love life.
No?
I just need someone who can open pickle jars and mind their own business.
So did you find anybody yet?
Well, I have found somebody.
Yeah.
Well, a man winked at me at the senior center.
Really?
Turns out he wasn't flirting. He was just losing his contacts. They were falling out.
What's his name, anyway?
What's his name?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what his name is. He can't hear anyway.
You do anything romantic with him?
Do anything romantic with him?
Yeah.
Well, yes, we took a romantic bubble bath together.
Oh, that sounds very
Does
nice.
sound nice, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
But not really. We both fell asleep in the tub and we pruned up like raisins.
Maybe the guy is too old for you. That's what I think.
Well, I asked him if he wanted to go upstairs and make love. And he said to me, make up your mind, I can't do both.
You need somebody
Oh,
that
no.
has the same interest as you.
Well, all I want is a man who takes the same pills as I do and who can drive at night.
Yeah. I think you should stop dating. That's
Well,
what
dating is basically a job interview where both people are just lying.
Well, it's good to see you here. Glad you could come in.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I just wanted to congratulate you
Yeah.
on 700 shows.
Well,
And I
thank
bought you something a little bubbly here. Look at
Oh,
this.
that's
oh,
wonderful.
isn't this
Champagne.
beautiful? What?
Oh, no
You
thanks.
don't want it?
No, I don't. No.
Why not?
Debbie and I don't drink.
Oh, you and Debbie don't drink?
No.
Oh, I guess I'll just take it home then. Thanks.
Okay.
Anyway, I just stopped in here. I'll put
Yeah.
that down. I just stopped in here because I wanted to read you a poem.
Oh, that's
Okay?
nice of you. Very nice.
All right. This is a little poem I wrote just
Okay.
for you.
Good.
Here it is. 700 shows across the states. It wasn't grand, it wasn't great. The Trivia King is your name.
Yes.
It doesn't mean much because you never got fame.
Thanks.
But you were good at what you do. On behalf of all your viewers, we hope that you're through. No, that's not true.
Right.
I love this crap.
Good.
When I turn it on, it makes me nap. Congratulations, Bobby. Oh, before I go, I got to tell you what happened to me yesterday.
What happened?
Well, I was in Burbank,
Yeah.
and I was sitting in a park, on a park bench.
Right.
And this guy sits next to me,
Right.
and he had his fly open.
Oh, no.
It was unbelievable.
Really?
I said, "Sir, your fly is open." And he turned to me and smiled and said, "Well, when my fly was open, did you see a West Pointer standing at attention?" I said, "No, I saw an old veteran on 2 duffel bags." Well, I gotta go.
Yeah, okay.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
I gotta talk to you later.
Okay.
Happy 700 show.
Thank you, Mrs.
An
Cavendish.
old veteran on 2 duffel bags.
Get out.
That's a good one.
Wow.
It's Facebook's happy hour. Trivia time on the BCN.
Wow. Unbelievable, ladies and gentlemen. Unbelievable. There's nothing trivial about trivia. Look, you can see right through my hat. And that about sums it up, doesn't it? Isn't that amazing what we've done? And at the end of the show here, we're getting near the end of the show. But I want to thank everybody personally who's helped us along. And even though I say I'm leaving, there's going to be a pop-up show now and then. I'm not going to be counting them anymore. I'll just come back and do a show once a month or once every 2 months or whatever. I'll still be around, and because I loved our community that we built, and I couldn't have done it without you. You know, it's nice to be important, but it's more important to be nice, and that's true. It wasn't for the fame and fortune. That's for true. As Dale and Paula can attest, it's a lot of work, and I have to do it live. They can put it on tape, and they sit there and put it on a Sunday, and they get to watch it and watch the comments. But I get to see the comments right here, good, bad, or indifferent. And I want to thank everybody for coming in and helping out tonight, because I couldn't have done it without you, and I really didn't want to do much of trivia, but I do want to do this. It's time, ladies and gentlemen, for our final episode of What the Heck?
What the heck?
All right, here it is. Oh, look, did you see the Olympics? There you go. It's the Italian luge bobsled run. There you go. That's crazy. You can't beat that, can you? No, that's... What else do we have here? Here's something for you. All right, stop. Please do not enter our hospital if you're feeling unwell. That's a new medical plan I never heard of. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, you know, with tariffs and everything going on in the world, and gas prices are getting very high, here's a little tip from a gas station down the street. Walk, 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 ladies and gentlemen, walk.
What the heck?
Hey, what do you get when you cross a turkey with an octopus? Enough drumsticks for the whole family. Oh my gosh.
If you only had a brain.
Portions of this program have been deleted.
That's just awful.
Wow. What? It was just awful, wasn't it? Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. We really appreciate it. I love each and every one of you. And in recent months, of course, we lost my good friend Uncle Floyd, and that was a tragedy to me, because he was a very funny man, but he was also a great musician, a great talent that we have lost. And he's going to sing We'll Meet Again at the end of our show. But right now, we always have dancing at the end of the show. I was able to bring back 2 wonderful people from episodes of a TV show I used to watch over and over again. Love you all, and hope you have a great, great year. We'll see you again, as we say always. Love you all, and nice to be important. More important to be nice. Thank you, Jeffrey.
One more time. We'll meet again. Don't know where, don't know when, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day. All right, here we go.
On behalf of myself and Debbie, we say sayonara and see you again soon.
Nights of wondering why, of answers guessed and brains run dry, from history facts to movie lines, we chased the clues and crossed the signs. Some knew the capitals, some knew the bands, some just held snacks in nervous hands, but every week we gathered near for one more round and one more cheer. 700 shows later, here we are tonight, laughing at the ones we missed, the ones we got just right. From the first small game to this big celebration, trivia time became our favorite conversation. And every what year and every who said turned into memories in our heads. The scoreboard fades, but what will stay are all the nights we came to play. Yo! 700 shows later, still the lights are on. Every round reminds us why we've carried on. So here's to the players, the laughs, the rhyme. We hope you had fun on Trivia Time.
Good night, good night. It's time to say good night. Good night. What more is there to say but good night? Folks, I'll be back next week. And good night, folks. And good night, Mrs. Calabash, wherever you are.
And good night, Mrs. C, wherever you are. The show is written and produced by Debbie Carroll and Bob Carroll. Starring Debbie Carroll and Bob Carroll. Bob Carroll is also the set designer, the director, the producer, the writer. Good night, everybody. Thank you for coming.